first episode of Bee and Puppycat is a lot slower paced than the pilot, and it focuses more on the characters and their relationships. Our main character, Bee, wants to try a recipe from a magazine, and as she texts her neighbor and crush Deckard, we notice that she can't spell like at all. Also, she managed to photograph her finger. I don't really know anything about art or animation or color theory or character design or storyboarding or editing. I just think that this 4.5-second shot of Deckard's room is the prettiest thing that I've ever seen. On the first watch, I had missed this moment when Deckard gets Bee's text message and looks down at his letter almost cringing. We do have to wait until next episode to find out what that was about. Bee and Puppycat then go to buy ingredients for the recipe. Puppycat complains about his motorcycle helmet, but I do have to agree with Bee here. He does look extremely cute in it.
This is a perfect time to come to the grocery store because it's empty.
Bee being happy about the empty grocery store hits different in 2021, but even if you don't think about the absolute shit show that is our current situation, this scene fits perfectly with the show's theme that I will now arrogantly assume. Our main character is the embodiment of a young adult who struggles with feeling lost, finding her path in life, and generally making the transition towards adulthood. The money that she makes from hers and Puppycat's magical temp jobs is her only source of income at the moment, and we don't know yet if and how she can keep that a secret from the people around her. Her money problems become even more apparent when she gets worried about her credit card limit.
You're getting close to my cash limit.
It is adorable to watch how she expresses these very real fears about her adult life with a slightly mature way of speaking.
Hey, where are you fish cakes? Daggard!
While we're at the topic of speaking, the voice actress, Ellen Rachel, does a stellar job at selling this awkward, lost young woman without making her sound like a total child.
There you are. Oh, cool. Asakeda. They are so cute. Oh, cool. Asakeda. They are so cute. Yeah, get a gum. Yeah, $1 left. Get a gum.
This art style does leave people's age rather ambiguous, so if you had told me that the character is supposed to be 10, or 15, or 18, I would have believed that, and in canon, Bee is 22 years old. I couldn't do any more research on the creator, actors, and background lore, because one tiny little glance at Wikipedia gave me a significant story spoiler when I had planned to go in blind. Okay, back to the episode. The cooking turns out to be a mess. Bee keeps grabbing the wrong ingredients. Puppycat acts like, well, a cat. And Deckard reassures them that it's okay when it's very clearly not okay.
That's not what we wanted, but that's okay. We can work with this. That's okay. We can work with this. That's okay. We can work with this.
Deckard's sister Cass saves them from burning down the kitchen and starving, which is very nice of her, but the way that she did it kind of bothered me. This is a bit of a tangent, but it is very, very dangerous to pour water onto a kitchen fire. People have gotten injured or killed by doing that, and what firefighters recommend is to put a lid on it and wait.
Worst thing you could do, throw water. Easiest thing, put the lid right on top of it.
Again, I'm sorry for going off topic like that, but I just felt irresponsible for not mentioning it. At first I thought that this woman was supposed to be Deckard's mother, like remember the point where the unclear character ages? In a later episode, there's actually a joke about her mom haircut, and just to be clear, this is not a criticism of the art style, which I very much like, it was just another observation of the show. We then learned that Deckard skipped work.
I called in sick.
If you wanted to fool around in the kitchen, you could have just gone to work. You're a prep cook.
So this character, who was introduced to us as the more responsible one, as the straight man, deals with feeling unhappy in a dead-end job kinda badly. Deckard and Cass share some adorable sibling banter that takes a more serious turn as we learn that Deckard applied to culinary school, but he doesn't actually want to go there.
Have you heard back from that culinary school yet?
Oh, you're going to culinary school?
I can't even cook a simple recipe.
So Deckard doesn't like his job because he finds it too boring, but now that he has the opportunity for more fulfilling tasks, something is holding him back. Since they're missing an ingredient to finish the recipe, Bee pressures Puppycat to take on a quick temp job so that they can buy said ingredient. When Bee promises Puppycat a leather jacket in return, Puppycat's ego gave me another good chuckle. There are so many little jokes in this episode that are really hard to review other than saying, Yeah, that was funny, which ironically would make them really unfunny. These include, but aren't limited to, the horny cicada,
Who wants to make a million babies with me? Who wants to make a million babies with me? Who wants to make a million babies with me?
Puppycat buying weapons at the grocery store,
What's all this stuff?
the funny sound effects, these 12 adorable frames of Puppycat wanting to be picked up, Puppycat smelling like a dog,
Puppycat!
He looks like a cat, I guess. But like, smell.
Whoa, dog smell.
Yeah.
Very cute.
and the...
Stupid gum!
The episode ends with Bee and Puppycat moving away to visit Tempot. Alright, episode 1's over. See you in the next one. Bye!